Cool. Right, headset. Headset! Hey and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm jumping into episode 7 of Firefly. The last episode was the one where Mal got married by accident. Except he didn't, because she was not actually married to him, or at least I don't think she was. It was kind of a nice insight into Mal a bit more, and into others I suppose as well, because we saw Jane try to kind of trade his favourite gun for the girl. Which was bizarrely endearing. I don't know why. And obviously Mal trying to do the right thing and mostly succeeding with that, I would say. But yeah, it was a solid episode, so I'm pretty keen to jump into this one. So this is Firefly, episode 7.
I use swear words like anybody else.
See, I never heard you. So when is it that you do all this cussing after I go to bed, or?
I swear when it's appropriate.
Hey there, Nora. Heading off for some glamorous romance?
Don't let Mal get you into too much trouble while I'm gone.
Have good sex.
What happened in here?
Need to find some tape.
So you had to tear my infirmary apart?
Apparently.
My God, you're like a trained ape.
Jane, Canton don't allow guns in their town.
That's why I ain't strapping one to my hip.
No, that's why you ain't strapping one anywhere.
Listen, Mel, I was in Canton a few years back. I might have made me a few enemies thereabouts. So.
Enemies? You?
Just don't like the idea of going in there empty-handed is all.
Why are you still arguing what's been decided?
I thought he looked a little bit scared then, but then I realised it was more because he didn't want to rip his hair off.
Kessler's our man. He's holding the goods we're to deliver. We go in, make contact, easy peasy.
Cam, don't you think Simon should come with us?
What?
You go on, boy. See the sights. I can watch over your sister. I believe we've been developing a rapport.
I'm not going that far, Doctor. You might maybe make yourself useful.
Come again?
There ain't a one of us that looks apart more than the good doctor. I mean, the pretty fits. Soft hands, definitely a moneyed individual. All rich and lily white, pasty all over.
All right, fine. I'll go. Just stop describing me.
Just stop describing me. Is Jane trying to not be recognised or something?
Yes, I'm looking to buy some mud.
Well then, come to the right place. Mostly indented. We pay them next to nothing. That way we can pass the savings directly onto you, the customer.
Nice.
What happened to Simon? Who is this diabolical master of disguise?
He's learning.
Excuse me, boss. Why don't we wander a bit, take a look at the operation, then you can figure on whether we get an account here.
Yes? Yes. Yes, we'll wander a bit.
Fair enough. Come to see me when you're through.
Bless him.
Boy's gonna get us killed. Just do this deal and get.
His disguise ain't half as funny as yours. Where are we supposed to be anyway?
You haven't been here in years, Jane. No one's gonna remember you.
I think it's possible they might.
Son of a bitch.
He swore.
Jay,
Yeah?
you want to tell me how come there's a statue of you here and looking at me like I owe him something?
Wishing I could, Captain. Pulled a second story, stole a lot of scratch from the magistrate up on a hill, but things went way south. They don't put you on a pedestal in town square for that.
I think they captured him, though. Captured his essence.
Looks sort of angry, don't he?
It's kind of what I meant.
How's about we move away from this eerie-ass piece of work and get on with our creasingly eerie-ass day? How's that?
I don't know. This here's a spectacle might warrant a moment's consideration.
Magistrate Higgins, I may presume.
Oh, God.
I only make the people I own use my title.
Well, he seems lovely.
And you can call me Inara, Mr. Higgins.
Jenny wasn't too taxing?
Not at all. I'm refreshed and ready. Shall we begin at, say, 7:30?
Can't be a statue of me. No reason for it. Flies in the face of every kind of sense.
Won't argue with that.
Now, what's a gussied up fellow like you doing in a place like this?
Shake your head, boy. Your eyes are stuck. Get!
You wouldn't be looking for Kesson.
Just having a brew.
I knew a Kesson.
No?
What kind of effect was that? Time where they hacked off his hands and feet with a machete, rolled him into the bog. Well, I was waiting for his delivery. If the goods are gone. Not to worry. Your man's merchandise is here, safe in Kessler's hiding place. We just got to figure out how to get it across town without being seen by the foreman. I advise we all just lay low for a moment.
Except one of them's got a statue of himself.
He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor.
That took a minute.
The hero of Canton, the man they call Jay. Can't crush them
Jay?
under.
Yeah, Mel.
You got any light you'd like to shed on this development?
No, Mel.
And they called Jane. He turned around his plane and let that money hit sky.
Go around. That's where that cash went. I stole that money from Higgins like the song says. Got tagged by anti-aircraft. Started losing altitude. Had to dump them strong boxes. Stay airborne. 60,000. And I drop it right square in the middle of Mud Farmer Central.
We gotta go to the crappy town where I'm a hero.
Hello?
In here, River.
I want to put them back.
Sorry.
What's that? River? River, come back!
Preacher, what the hell did you sick? Whoa.
I mean, his hair is quite large, isn't it? Oh, of course, that's what the kid was staring at before.
Give me some milk.
Don't you understand? It's Jane.
Hero of Canton won't be drinking that Shung Man, yeah? He drinks the best whiskey in the house! Best in the
What's going on? This how people lay low where you're from?
I understand your concerns, friend. This was all part of our new plan.
Distraction? I would go with distraction.
Inara, allow me to introduce my son, Fess Higgins.
This shuttle is a place of union. I'm sure you can appreciate.
What is this? I brought you here to bed, my son, not throw him a tea party.
A companion greeting ceremony is a ritual with centuries of
My
tradition.
son is 26 years old, and he ain't yet a man. 26. And since he can't find a willing
Mr.
woman
Higgins,
himself...
you're not allowed here. Why don't you go on and let us begin our work?
No, listen here, young lady.
Good night, Mr. Higgins.
Absolute ray of sunshine.
You know, I've saved lives. Maybe hundreds. I reattached a girl's leg. She named her hamster after me.
Hamsters is nice.
To Jane.
You are pretty funny.
And you're pretty. Especially when you're covered in engine grease.
It's time to get out of this nut house. I got some planning to work out.
Now, Captain, things are going so well.
I suppose.
Things are going well.
Oh, well. Well, I tell you what, Jane is stuck here with his adoring masses. Why don't you and Simon hang around and keep an eye on him for me?
His brains are in terrible danger.
River, please, why don't you come on out?
No, can't. Too much hair.
Is that it? Hell yes, preacher. If I didn't have stuff to get done, I'd be in there with her. River, honey, he's putting the hair away now.
Doesn't matter. It'll still be there. Waiting.
Hey, we're home!
Oh, his hair is waiting.
Anyways, we talked a few pillars of the Mutter community into having a little Jane Day celebration in Town Square tomorrow. It should buy us enough of a distraction to get the stolen goods out from under the foreman and his crew of prods.
Magistrate Higgins, there's a problem in Workertown, sir. Jane Cobb's come back.
What do you want with me? Nothing. Done your time, you paid your debt. It's time you were on your way.
You keep me in that box 4 years. You give me a loaded gun.
You got the urge to use it, no doubt. I'm not the one who partnered up with you and then turned on you when his plan went south. When he pushed you out. 30 feet? Jane Cobb.
Oh, shit.
And here's the poetical portion. He's back in town. This very day.
Hey, Captain. Captain.
Mel, nothing happened.
There was some drinking, but
No, I would never. Not with Kaylee.
What do you mean, not with me?
Yeah, Where's my hero?
Our love for me now ain't hard to explain. Me.
Still drunk by the looks of it?
This job here's gone way past long enough.
All right, well, you go on now. I got me important hero type stuff to do.
Where are you going?
Going with you.
I don't think so. No, maybe you ought to stay here. It's about the time for a civilized person to have his breakfast. That's the sort of thing would be appropriate, don't you think?
I can't help liking Simon, but he is a bit of an ass quite a lot of the time.
Menu?
What?
Like that.
Our time together, it's a ritual, but it doesn't make you a man. You do that yourself.
Fast! Higgins! Get out here!
This is probably why he's not slept with anyone up to this point, because his dad's a dick. Just scares everyone away.
Morning, kids. Is that Jane? Is that really him? Wash, pinch me. I must be dreaming.
Oh, hell, I'll pinch you.
Just get on over to Town Square, Jane. Your friends are waiting.
Could I just get the check, please?
Heard tell you run with Jane Cobb.
Oh, God.
Gonna take me that dirty, low-down shingle of a man.
Sir, I don't know who.
Ow.
Folks say you're part of Jane's team.
Come on, Simon, punch him. Oh, God.
Tell me, boy, I'll cut off every last bit of them good looks.
Oh, hello. Ow.
Oh.
Shit.
Just drive by nice and slow. Zoe, pack down the cargo, wash, do heat up Serenity. We'll clean this mess inside half an hour. Already there. Let's go get our wayward babes.
No good with words. Don't use them much myself. But I want to thank you all for being here and thinking so much of me. As far as I see it, you people have been given the shortest end of the stick ever been offered. You took that end, and you took it. Well, I guess that's something.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Ditch-ition.
Well, hey there, Jane. Thought I'd make you watch while I butcher me one of your boys.
You ain't one of mine. Where you been hiding?
Yep, he's right. Heck, we used to work together, he and I.
Oh, God.
Now, why don't you just let old Stitch speak his piece?
Go on, then.
And there's Jane, the money, and me. There was no way he was gonna drop that money.
Oh, shit.
For 6 months we run together, he turned me out before I could scream. You protect the man you're with. You watch his back.
You gonna talk me to death, buddy? Is that the plan?
This is the plan.
Oh, shit.
Get up. Get up, you stupid piece of... What'd you do that for? What's wrong with you? All of you! You think there's someone just gonna drop money on you? Well, there ain't people like that. There's just people like me.
Wash, we're on. What's the hell out with this mud ball?
Yeah, I'm, working on it.
Oh, shit. The magistrate guy.
Hello, Wash. Has there been a problem with takeoff?
No. We're fine.
What did she do?
What? I set an override to port control. Lifted the landlock on Serenity.
Ah, wipe that smile off your head. How dare you defy me, you...
You wanted to make a man out of me, Dad. I guess it worked.
Very nicely done.
Just keep walking, preacher man.
You letting men stomp on you so much.
It wasn't exactly a plan.
He ain't weak. You couldn't beat him back? Or would that not be appropriate?
You're never letting go of that, are you?
Well, you confound me some is all. You like me well enough, and we get along, and then you go all stiff.
But not in the good way.
What's so damn important about being proper? It don't mean nothing out here in the black.
It means more out here. It's all I have. My way of being polite, or however, was the only way I have of showing you that I like you. Of showing respect.
We made love last night.
When we what?
You really are such an easy mark.
I was gonna say, hang on.
Don't make no sense. Why the hell that mother have to go and do that for him, Hal? Jumping in front of that shotgun blast. I don't know why that eats at me so.
It's my estimation that every man ever got a statue made of him was one kind of sumbitch or another. Ain't about you, Jane. It's about what they need.
Don't make no sense.
not expect Jane to get to me quite as much as he did in that episode. That was definitely one where we got quite a lot of insight into, well, I think pretty much all of the characters, honestly. I suppose the first one to talk about would be Jane, obviously, because that was kind of his episode, wasn't it? He's still, or at least I still feel he's quite enigmatic. Enigmatic, I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but he's definitely confusing in some ways. I mean, maybe he's changed over the years, but like in this episode, obviously we learn that he pushed somebody out of a plane because he wanted the money. And that kind of feels to me like he wouldn't think twice about turning against crewmates or whoever if it meant his survival. And in that case, it doesn't feel like it was survival either. It was gain, like to get the money or to keep the money. But then you got, I suppose, consider that was, I think they said it was 4 years ago, so maybe he's kind of grown as he's been part of Mal's crew. I know he doesn't like Simon, or he doesn't appear to like Simon very much. I mean, because, you know, they're obviously very different. But he did actually save Simon's life there. Like when the guy, I can't remember what his name was, the guy that he pushed out the plane, when he was bringing Simon up and he kind of pushed him down and sort of said, oh, I've got one of your crewmates here, one of the people you run with. Jane looked at him and said, he's not one of mine. And at that point, the guy kind of left Simon alone. And I kind of feel like if he hadn't said that, I don't know what would have happened. He would have, I don't know. And maybe that wasn't Jane's intention. Maybe he was just like, well, no, I don't like Simon, so he's nothing to do with me kind of thing. I mean, maybe it was that, but I'm going to pretend it was for Simon's benefit and that he was actually trying to save him. You know, finding out you're a hero when he obviously knew what he did. You know, he was just enjoying it for what it was, wasn't he? I don't think he thinks of himself as a hero. He was just like, okay, these women are throwing themselves at me and these guys think I'm really cool and I'm a hero, so I'm going to kind of get the free drink and the free sex and the whatever else. And I don't think he would have sort of thought anything of just jumping back on Serenity and leaving, except obviously the kid is just, I say kid, the guy took the bullet for him. It just, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to see Jane quite so cut up about that, like somebody actually taking a bullet for him, which I guess is kind of like, it doesn't feel like something he would do or think of doing because maybe nobody's ever done that for him before. I'm probably reading far too much into this, and I know probably a lot of this isn't going to be confirmed anyway because obviously the show was cancelled, but it feels like Jane is probably not used to people doing that, like putting themselves before him. It feels like he's just kind of had to survive on his own and do whatever he had to do to kind of, well, survive, basically. Just kind of putting number one first. And because that's definitely the impression he gives, isn't it? Like when he's with the crew. I mean, he's obviously part of the crew and they obviously respect him for what he can do. But I wouldn't say anybody trusts him necessarily. So I do feel like that, and again, I don't think we're going to see it maybe in these coming episodes, but I think maybe if it had played out, we might have seen this particular episode just kind of maybe be the start of Jane's, I don't want to say redemption arc necessarily, because like, in my eyes, he hasn't really done anything that needs redeeming. I mean, he's a bit dodgy, but you know, he's not horrendous in my eyes. But no, lots of really good insight into Jane there. And obviously we got a little bit of Simon and Kaylee as well. And that's annoying me a little bit because I really want them to get together. And Simon, bless him, as much as I like him, he is a bit of a snob, isn't he? He's a bit like, oh, I'm better than you and stuff. And like some of the stuff he says to Kaylee, and I don't think is meant, I don't think for a minute he's meaning to be horrible to her. But it's just like, oh, don't say that. And then obviously we saw a little bit of River and her fear of Shepard's hair. Yeah, really, really enjoyable episode. If you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out the full-length reaction, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.